3, 2, 1.
Talking about a little bit about our story, who we are a little bit. And then now we're about to get into the meat and potatoes of Marissa's story, which is why are you a snob? And after that, tell me your snob moment. Like you were out with a friend, something happened, and they're like, really? Like you're a snob.
Okay, so I'm going to start by saying if you go out with a bunch of friends and somebody has an objection to drinking Carlo Rossi wine, nobody calls them a snob. They think that they're classy, right? Whereas if I'm out at a bar and I refuse to drink Casamigos, everyone thinks I'm kind of a jerk. But in actuality, it's kind of the same thing. And so for some reason, it's always been that wine makes you classy and tequila makes you trashy. But if you think about it, tequila has a lot more history to it. And frankly, I think in the last 10 years, particularly, the innovations they've made with tequila, if you're not paying attention to them, you're kind of missing out. And so if it makes me a snob to pay attention to some of the innovations they've been doing and some of the really cool things, like I have a bottle right here that's aged in red wine barrels. I have a bottle here. It's aged in Buffalo Trace barrels. Like that's really cool stuff.
I know.
And if that makes me a snob, then fuck it, I'm a snob.
True.
But yeah, no, I don't drink Casamigos, and I refuse to date anybody who drinks Casamigos, frankly, either.
All right, so what? Give me that example. I know you kind of like went over and you kind of said like, if I go to a bar, yada yada yada. Give me a good story with it though. Give me an example of when this has happened. And they looked at you like, is this bitch for real right now? Like,
my favorite thing is when you order something neat and they just like they put a lime with it. Like you say neat and they're like, okay, cool. I'm gonna put ice in it. And I'm gonna give you a lime. And like classically, if you say neat, like, hey man, I want scotch neat, nobody's gonna throw a lime on there or an orange on there. But with tequila, for some reason, they put the lime on there. So when I first started the account, one of the first things I did is I started this hashtag Flick That Lime, which coincidentally, when you look at Flick, when it's all like in lowercase, it looks like fuck that lime, which I'm super into. Because fuck that lime, right? Like lime is made to cover the taste of tequila.
Right.
So
right.
Like an orange complements it, a lime covers it. So if you're drinking good tequila, I don't want a lime. That's horrible. Why would you you wouldn't give me a grape with wine?
That's bullshit.
So yeah, it's bullshit. So yeah, I would say one of the moments, like a lot of moments actually continue to happen.
Sure.
I went to a tequila bar earlier tonight, in fact, and they're really cool. They know me, they know.
Which one?
And it's in Hoboken. It's called Agave.
Okay, I haven't been there.
So shout out to Agave. They're really cool. They're all working tonight. I told them I was going to be on, and they're like, we're working. But no, they know their shit. They just got me Henta in. They got me Henta Blanco Reposado. I tried Suerte for the first time tonight over there.
Did you like it?
I'm supposed to say yes, but I didn't like it. It was a little peppery for me.
Okay.
The Blanco.
Yeah. Like whatever is the truth. I mean, how you feel is what you taste is what you taste, right? Like, so.
Yeah. If I was going pepper, honestly, I'd go G4 just because I like the history of it. I like the story behind it. But yeah, no, I mean, it was good, but I would go G4 before I did it. But Magenta is amazing. Magenta Blanco is just out of this world. And then I tried Luchador 100 proof, which was really good.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like, honestly, that's the snob part. When you go to a bar and you're like, hey, what do you have? And they're like, oh, well, obviously we have Casamigos. Obviously we have Patron. And then maybe Espolón or Cuervo. Yeah. And then, I went to a bar a few nights ago and I was with a friend and we're like, hey, what do you have? And they're like, oh, we have Casamigos, we have Patron. And I was like, okay, do you have anything else? They're like, oh, well, we have a lot of Casamigos. And so no joke, my friend looked at me and he's like, do you want to leave? And I was like, yeah. And we got up and we left.
You're like, I'm walking out on Casamigos.